Hopefully we can cast all the games here, because we are welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into Division A. We are now here in Division A because, well, we are. Anyways, we've got on the left-hand side, OnePunchMonk Return to Monk versus Slow Start. Start slow, then taper off. We've got a Zul Stukov, Zul Jin, Medivh, Dahaka versus a Hogger, Anubarak, Vala, Malfurion, and Orphea. Your level 1s are at the bottom of the screen. Malfurion is going Vengeful Roots. Zul Jin is going to be Recklessness, but you know what? Y'all got 5 minutes. Get your gambles in. How many stacks for Zul Jin at the start of the game? We are going to be looking here. How many of these stacks will he have by the end of the game? 200 or more, 199 or less. I heard Division A are a bunch of smelly players who don't draft. Artanis. I almost didn't read the Artanis, and I was like, how would they not draft? Burrow in onto Zul Jin here as he gets a Force of Will from Medivh. Zul Jin low, tries to get some value. He's currently got 10 stacks as he does go down. But as I mentioned, it's going to be a Recklessness Zul Jin. Vala with 11 on the Kree of the Hunter level 1. Hogger's going to go trait. Fenrir's always looking at that growing nightmare. What's up, Zero Day? Good to see you, bud. You're just in time for... Wait a second. Zero Day. How are you playing and typing? That's crazy. Thanks for coming by the stream, bud. So, Stukov about to respawn. Xeno getting caught for a moment. Fenrir looking to poke in. His real big deal is vaulting in. Zul Jin's able to get the portal out. See some well tappage from our Zul Jin as they clear out the wave. Meanwhile, Hogger gets a quick turn in of 6. By the way, if you know the results of the gamble, you're still welcome to gamble. No believers, only doubters so far. Burrow connection onto this Zul, who's going to be popped. Holy crap, lands the Bone Prison onto Xenochrist. I've lost 150,000 points just jamming an option at the start of a gamble. Now I wait. That's fair. I just go with heart of the cards, man. I just ask the Pharaoh for advice and just go with heart of the cards. 2 stacks on Dahaka's Tissue Regeneration level 1. We'll see what he goes to at level 4. I'd like to see Hero Stalker with Symbiosis, but typically it's like Hero Stalker and Feeding Frenzy. It's actually going to be... Yeah, it is Hero Stalker, sorry. $14 stacks for Medivh, by the way. Is working his way through that Arcane Rift. Did go into the Mage Armor level 4. This was buffed not too long ago. I think it was actually buffed from like 30 to 40, if I'm not mistaken. Portals, just double soak rotations are a little bit quicker. Zul going for his Curse Strikes at level 4. We'll zoom in at level 7 as well. Death Dealer Vala, but it's going to be stackage rotations between mid and top for our core 4 for the time being. Big Sid, thank you for the tier 1 for 15 months. I appreciate your continued support. Thank you so very much for helping us get closer and closer to Partner Plus. And I hope you're well. We'll resend your alert outside of the game. 25 for 3, then PTR was 50, and then live patch was, yeah, then the live patch they dropped it down, yeah. Because we did, I remember because this was actually the first thing I checked to see, because we got a patch, but we didn't get immediate patch notes, and so we went around checking things, and then like 20 or so minutes later, the patch notes actually dropped for the game. But on the note of that, we're waiting for players to turn in, so we gotta do our spiel. We gotta do the spiel. If you're watching here on Twitch, be sure to follow. Cost you $0. As if you want to be as cool as Big Sid or any other subs in this channel, you can go ahead and use your Prime Gaming or start a tier 1, tier 2, or 3. As I mentioned, we're pushing for that Partner Plus. Every little bit helps us out. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe so we can grow the YouTube channel and make more Bandit Buck money. But I do want to point out one thing. Medivh stacks. Hello, Stream Deck. Medivh stacks have been flushed down the drain as he did go down at the start of that. We'll be going ahead and seeing Red Web Weavers descend to the side of start slow, then taper off. Stacks am down. No level 1 for Fenrir, 10 for our Malfurion on Vengeful Roots, 36 for the Vala. Zul'jin, he's currently got 48. And our gamble for that's about to close. Red Web Weavers are looking to push in. Zul activates his Curse Strikes. Burrow charge in from Anubarak, lands the Impale. Our Zul'jin getting a little... Oh, no, he's got a ton of health, actually. He got healed up quite a bit, and Medivh finds the kill into Anubarak. As he's working back through those stacks. Top lane Web Weaver getting a bit of value. And our 10 Talonteers will pop at the top of the screen, so we'll cycle through those other numbers for you all in a moment. Fane on this Dahaka with 33 globes, or gems. I don't know why I keep messing that up, but 36 for this Dahaka. He's got almost the entire turn in his 5 have already been pushed in for our OnePunchMonk Return to Monk. Orphea looks to make a turn happen here, but she's just throwing poke damage back onto the enemy players. Vala vaulting around will finish out Siege Giants before any sort of invade can be achieved. Random task. Top lane able to get the turn in. Sorry, I don't know why I looked at the name and I know, like, I've seen the name before, but I just literally was like random task and I just started giggling about Austin Powers. Because random task is odd job. That's the joke. Oh, Dahaka! No, H2O! No! Not like this! Not like this! Not like this! Like 46 gems were lost and a handful of Medivh Arcane Rift stacks. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, chat, say it ain't so. Ouch. A rough go right there as Xeno and Real are going to try and turn in a bit here with the help of some friends. Fenrir being chased down in mid. Arlu is going to get some heals. He actually cancels his turn in, but honestly, I feel like at this point you should have just gone for the continued turn in. The Leyline Seal connects onto 2 players. Raid of Vengeance to try and create some space for Malfurion to back off, but it's going to be a quick double kill over to the side of OnePunchMonk Return to Monk. Red Web Weavers will descend, and Siege Giants are rocketing their way into bottom lane. Fane has respawned and is going to Dark Swarm the bottom lane. We've got 14 stacks on Orpheus level 7. All right, Medivh back on stack working here, trying to poke out during this objective phase push. Mid fort will go down, I do believe. Yeah, this is still fairly healthy. Dahaka clearing out bottom, Zul clearing out top. Cocoon onto Medivh. He's currently got 6 stacks, but they're going to burrow charge onto this Stukov, and he will get a Force of Will from Medivh. The portal, it's set up. The flailing swipes are pretty good. The detainment... Oh, no, the Death Wave! The Death Wave from the Web Weaver doesn't go out as quickly as I thought it was. And Danelor is going to live. Anubarak burrows in, lands a beautiful combo onto the Zul'jin, who's unable to pop the Tostitos. The bag will remain closed for the time being, as he'll be in the Hall Storms for the next 15. Zul trying to clear things out. Anubarak once again re-engaging. Crushing Jaws not even needed here, as a Leyline Seal slows things down. The Hawk able to jump out via the portal. What is the average rank here? GM 42069. I don't know. Is Division A. Zell, thank you for the tier 1 for 32 months. I appreciate that greatly as well. I don't know, it's like Diamond 1 and stuff. It's the 3rd highest rank in Heroes of Storm NGS. Oh, they still have a little bit of HP on the top lane fort, but there's 2 minions that will be able to clear it out, so nicely done. Hogger's able to spin out in time. Is mid-low diamond? Oh, there you go. Mid-low diamond. 20 Arcane Rift stacks for Medivh, 18 stacks on our Zul Jin, as Hogger's gonna bounce out of this engagement. Random task trying to back away. Tostingo activated by Zul Jin, but there's gonna be a shockwave that delays things out. Zul Jin goes down before finding much extra stackage low on HP. Leyline Seal, but there's a little anti-synergy with that because there was a Poison Nova from Zul just as that Leyline Seal goes out, so no damage over time applied. If you are curious about the exact Zul'jin stacking, he's currently at 104 out of that 200 we have for the gamble currently. I'm too late to predict, but I also predict that Orphea won't complete her level 1. I think she will. I think she will. Zell, you want to have a little fun gamble here between us? If she finishes it, you gift a tier 1 sub. If she doesn't, I gift a tier 1 sub. How does that sound? You're welcome to say no. You bet? All right. All right. Fenrir, don't you fail me, Fenrir. Don't you fail me. I love it. Fun little bet between us. Alrighty. 3 to 10 in kills. All right, this is how we're gonna play. This is how we're gonna be casting the rest of this game. All right, here we go. Hands off. This is all we need to look at for the rest of the game. Just kidding, lols. We have mid lane happening as well. Drag from Dahaka connecting onto our Malfurion. Arlu drops a Twilight Dream as a Cocoon will connect onto Zul. Leyline Seal delays things out. A Shockwave to create some space for the allies to back off. Instead of Baha gifting a tier 1 sub to his own channel, you do that. If you want to get in on this gamble, you're welcome to do so. Sounds even better for Baha. It does sound better for me, it does. But I have made my bed and I will lay it. You lay in it. You're welcome to join in. Anyone in chat's welcome to join in. Anyone in chat's welcome to join in. But I have made my bed and I will get in it. Nice, cozy, warm bed. You just never know. But either way, 16 talent to your advantage first. Start slow, then taper off. What is the Baha bet so I know what to root for? Oh, I'm saying that Fenrir will finish. I'm saying that Fenrir will finish. The level 1, which is the triple hit. Zul goes down, flank Brushstock from Dahaka. He needs to pop Darkswarm immediately to try and get out of here. Gets a Force of Will from Medivh. Gets a good chunk of heal from Stukov. The boss in top lane is cleared out. Web Weavers for the blue team will be summoned, and I believe that's where Dahaka snuck off to, I assume. A portal forward, but only Medivh's the one, or excuse me, only Stukov's the one to go forward. No shot Fenrir finishes. I've seen Fenrir finish this talent like sub 3 minutes before, so that's why I got faith. You gotta have faith. So, if Orphea doesn't finish, you gift? Yes, yeah. That's the deal I've made. If she does not, it's a gift from me. If she does, it's a gift from Zell. Or whomever wants to take on this fun little gamble that we have the little community bet we got going on. We don't do this very often, and I won't do it a ton, but Silence from Malfurion, Shockwave from the Hogger. A lot of stacked up enemies as Zul'jin is inside a cocoon. Vala's done with her second stack of Creed of the Hunter. We've got a Nubrak jumping in with a Burrow Charge Impale. Blue Web Weavers have been cleared out. Leyline Seal onto 2. This is going to be continued pressure applied by Medivh and friends from OnePunchMonk return to Monk. Meanwhile, slow to start, taper off, then taper off. Are going to be able to pick up a Zul kill. It's 3 to 12 in kills, favoring the side of our red squad, who do have enough for a turn-in. Just try not to end too quickly. Orphea's not done with her level 1. Try not to end too quickly. Alrighty. It's already 1 o'clock for me? What the heck? Today's been flying by. Little bit of poke from Zueljin. Just checking his stackage really quickly. 127, so still 63 to go. Nope, 73 to go. Did the math weird there. Alright, so mid should be cleared out pretty quickly. Nubrak tries to go in. That's going to be a Crushing Jaws from Orphe onto 2. That is the level 7 completed. That's the level 7. For anyone that just saw the left-hand side of your screen, that's the level 7. Isolation flank will connect onto Hogger. He's dragged as well. The Haka burrows under the ground, able to pop his essence as well. Webweaver and top and bottom are still pushing in. A Nubrak falls. Orphea goes down as well. Hogger going to try and bounce out. 25 stacks for Medivh on his baseline Arcane Rift. But this is going to be the recall from the side of OnePunchMonk. Return to Monk to clear out their waves. Can they save top keep? This is feeling like it's not going to be doable. Still have 2 of the babies here. Adjusting, as he always said, the babies deal some of the most damage. Double damage into structures right there. And they have pretty high base damage. I mean, 170 at 15 and a half minutes in. Not too bad. As I said, Growing Nightmare is still incomplete. Zueljin working his way through that stackage. He's near 150. Nope, wrong character. 143 currently. And as I said, the gamble's for 200, so... Not a lot of autos to go as the blue Webweavers have been summoned. This bottom camp will be grabbed before any invade can happen. 20 talent to your advantage to the side of slow, start, then taper off, or start slow, then taper off. Unfortunately, they just got their Nubrak Orphea back. Leyline Seal from Medivh, and he doesn't have 20 for the cheat. Hogger bouncing around, gets an okay bounce. This flank feels awful. Staggering blow into the wall. A Nubrak burrows in. Orphea. I saw that dread go out from her, and I was like, yeah, that's going to be a triple hit, and then it wasn't, and I was like, damn, it's not a triple hit still. And it's kind of hard to hit a triple hit when you wipe the enemy team.
Team kill!
Well, Medivh stacks lost once again. Zueljin on 147 out of 200 that we're looking for. Death timers are still pretty long. Great root from Stukov. Indeed. Virulent reaction. I have so much respect for Stukovs that can land this. And I'm sure there's Stukov players in chat like, it's not that hard. And I'm like, for me it is. So I have a lot of respect for it. It's like watching a great mage player in Heroes of Storm, like a great Li Ming, or even a great Kil'Thuzad. Like, oh man, there's some mechanically savvy players out there that are absolutely a joy to watch. A Nubrak burrows in, Shockwave from the Hogger. Zueljin pops Tostingo immediately, but he is going to go down before he can get back into the Hall of Storms. The core is falling rapidly here, and this will be map number 1 over to the side of start slow, then taper off. GG, well played.
You know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid? You know this, then why do you serve him? Because he paid me a freaking fortune, you moron. You got paid?
I just hope that both teams have found the field victors in their own way.
My back!
Somebody, please get this man a
Sub.
Somebody, please get this man a
Sub. Alright, well, Orphea did not finish. Thank you, Tessa, for taking part in that. You got Rob K, nicely done. Bahamut Gamining. Whoever you are, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the tier 1 gifted sub. Alright, map number 2. Map number 2 in our, technically it's our second best of 3 of the day, but it does not matter. We are going to get into, map number 2, Gordon of Terror. I like to see it. Nice Gordon of Terror. Players are on the same sides. All right. Do we have any fun little gambles we can do here? Any fun little gambles? Let's see. All right, so, well, what do we have at level 1? There we go. Sorry, I was just double checking out any text messages. Simple geometry, trade. No. Unfurling Shadows. There's an Unfurling Shadow Sylvanas, so let's go ahead and put stackage on that. Oh, choose outcome. It was $1.99 or less. I do have to pay out the last gamble. Commissioner Gordon of Terror, thank you. Tessa gets it. Tessa gets it. A bunch of birds out today. Literally one at the center of the camera screen. Right behind me. See it? Kind of in the sun. I'd say, if I'm not... I forget what the... Someone in chat knew it immediately what kind of bird this was. I'm blanking. Forget what I think knew exactly what bird this was. That sun is looking bright today. It is a beautiful day outside. Morning Dub. See, I knew Forget What knows. I know Forget What knows. Thank you. What was I doing? I was running ads and I was starting a prediction. How many level 1 stacks for Sylvanas? I just realized I have Lego after stream. Yes. I just realized I have Lego after stream. Actually, you know what? Chat. What if we did a Lego building stream? Does that interest anyone? Like, we just throw on some chill music. I get a desk camera, and I have a Lego that my parents brought that they don't really want. It's of an orchid. I feel like people would and wouldn't like that. I don't know. How many stacks for Sylvanas? Let's say 150 or more, 149 or less. That feels reasonable. Depends on the Lego. It's an orchid. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to run to the bathroom anyways. Give me a second. I can get the booklet and I can show you. So let me run to the bathroom really fast. It doesn't entice me too much. No, this is the feedback I want. You're not going to insult me. All right, I am back. This is the one that we'd be doing. Let's see, maybe if I turn off my green screen, it's easier. There you go. That's kind of better to see. That's the one we'd be doing, and it's it is, I don't know how many pieces. I don't know how many pieces it is. Lego Orchid. 10,003. Nope, that's the model number. I was like, 10,000 pieces? That's a lot. Oh, wait, no, that's a model number. It is 608 pieces. So, maybe. That was a thought, but I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty, I am back. We are ready to go. Let's jump into another game.
The battle begins shortly, heroes.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in map number 2 of our best of 3 series here in Division A for the Nexus Gaming series. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, it's going to be the members of OnePunchMonk Return to Monk. They will have a Sonya, Hanzo, Blazehogger, Whitemane trying to make their way into map number 3. As start slow, then taper off, we'll be looking at a Sylvanas, a Nubarak, Brightwing, Jaina, and Urel. Sylvanas is going to go into Unfurling Shadows level 1, so there's going to be some stackage for her. We got a 5-minute gamble going for all of you. Once she does take that talent, I will go ahead and read through that and explain how it works for stackage. Basically, she needs to auto-attack an enemy hero 3 times, or get 3 marks on the enemy hero, because there's a level 7 talent you can take that gives you 3 marks when you throw a Haunting Wave onto an enemy hero. But 3 autos. You can see there's 1 mark on Hogger, 2 marks on Hogger, and he does go down 3 quick stacks for Sylvanas, as First Blood will be in favor for start slow, then taper off. I feel like start slow, then taper off, this is not the first time I've seen them take an Unfurling Shadow Sylvanas. I don't see it very often. So it's just a fun little talent right there. So each time enemy hero is with 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse, which I mentioned is that little purple arrow from Sylvanas marked underneath the enemy hero's names, you can throw the Shadow Dagger, and then you start getting stackage. So the gamble is how many stacks will Sylvanas have by the end of the game. She's currently at 3, and we're asking 150 or more, 149 or less. It's probably the next one you're buying. Yeah, I might just do this Lego off of stream. We'll see. I don't know. The Lego set with the most pieces is not counting the Lego world map, is the Eiffel Tower with 10,001 pieces. I swore I saw that there's like a Titanic, or was that made by someone else? Was that like a fan-made thing? Wasn't it at like the last DreamHack or something? Wasn't there like a Lego battle cruiser? There was like a giant battle cruiser that was being wheeled around that area, around that event, and I saw like a video of it, but I wasn't sure. It might have not been Lego made. That's a lot of pie butts. The Titanic is only 9,000. I thought you'd assume that the Titanic is bigger, more pieces than a Eiffel Tower. That's wild to me. Today I learned. But it's not far off. It's what, 11 pieces different? If the caster math is right on that. Sylvanas pushing up top lane. Currently 4 stacks for her. As this top lane front gate will be decimated by the members of Start Slow, then Taper Off. Now we have Whitemane rotating up, trying to find some pressure onto the enemy. Haunting Wave from Sylvanas. She's going to be able to get the phase shift from Brightwing in time. As Random Task is considering to rotate up, but then immediately 180s like Abe Simpson back to bottom lane, mid lane. They're larger pieces. Ah. Yeah, I haven't done Lego since I was probably in college. We went on a ski trip. And our friend brought a joint. And then someone else had like brought Legos. And so that was all I cared about. I was like, Legos are great all of a sudden. I was very focused on my Legos. Or my Lego, excuse me. There's no S in Lego. The plural of it is itself. It's like saying geeses. Random Task is trying to get out of here. A lot of good damage from Sylvanas. Burrow charge in from Xenochrist, looking for some sort of CC. H2O trying to do the same thing with Blaze Jet Propulsion. We do not have Festering Wounds level 7. Okay. That's a big deal. The gamble's still up, and no Festering Wounds level 7. That's, in my opinion, a really critical talent. Now, Lost Soul, what does this do instead? Increase the Shadow Dagger damage by 10%. Basic attacks against enemy heroes with 3 stacks of Banshee's Curse reduce the cooldown of Shadow Dagger by 1.75. So, this will allow Sylvanas, so long as she gets those stacks or marks, to be able to get more Shadow Dagger action.
Gather that seed.
Okay, 2 out of 3 seeds over to the side of start slow, then taper off. Augur in bottom lane will continue to do his best to push things in. While Ping in top lane, but I don't think there's a priority right now. Thane just trying to push back into Yrel, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much really achieved here, like damage-wise. Like, Hogger's still, yeah, he's probably got to bounce out if things get a little hairy for him. Get it? Harry, Hogger, he's a null. Haunting Wave allows Sylvanas to get away. The Spear from Sonya not connecting, and Nubarak creates more space for his ally to back off with that Impale. Jet Propulsion finds Real Big Deal immediately. Sylvanas, is able to get the Haunting Wave over the wall. Same thing with Xenochrist, but now Fenrir, who's the Brightwing who phase shift in, gets chunked down to 50%. The allies who are looking to double back in to help out the Brightwing, who was already out, end up dying. It is a series of unfortunate events that have unfolded in front of our eyes, but in bottom lane, Yrel gets a Righteous Hammer into Hogger. One more auto. 2 HP. 2. Golly! Someone get that last auto attack. Nice burst damage into random tasks. Sonya getting low, no level 10 to leap out. She's going to try and spin for a bit of HP, but this looks like there will be enough sustained damage to take down Sonya. 1 to 3 in kills favoring the side of start slow, then taper off. H2O. Getting chunked a little bit here. Real Big Deal. Hold up. Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo. Stalls out the objective. Cocoon onto Hanzo. Also, we'll see the Scarlet Aegis from Whitemane. Here comes the Water Elemental. Shockwave from the Hogger. Mind Control Sylvanas. Locks Hanzo in place. Real Big Deal is going to Haunting Wave in. And Jaina is currently freezing out the competition. One more auto from Fenrir. Oh, nicely avoided by Thane. Would the Dream Shot have killed? Thane at around 200 HP? No. Arcane Flare, even... Well, no, if it was center, then it would have, because it's an additional 162. So side wouldn't have killed, but if Brightwing, Fenrir, with that Dream Shot level set 4, if Fenrir got that hit on the center on Hogger, would have been a snipe, boom, headshot kill. But it's not the case. Didn't happen. We've got our 10 Talontiers. We've got a Wrath Berserker, Dragon's Arrow, Bunker, Shockwave, and Scarlet Aegis on the opposing side for start slow, then taper off. Yrel with Ardent Defender. We've got a Water Elemental, Emerald Wind for Brightwing. No Blink Heal for her, and Cocoon and Mind Control. Looking at Sylvanas, by the way, right now, 35 stacks on her level 1. As the bottom fort goes down, top lane fort to fall. Okay. Cocoon onto Whitemane. Assist pings being requested, I think, from her right there. Yrel jumps in with a Righteous Hammer. Nice Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, followed up by the Shockwave into just a Chain CC train. Choo-choo, the Train CC's here. We get that double kill, or I guess they get that double kill on the side of OnePunchMonk, return to Monk. Start slow, then taper off. We'll back away here. Sylvanas grabs camp for bottom. Hanzo clears things out here. No explosive arrow, so it's going to take him a little bit more time. Yrel gets the phase shift from Brightwing. My team hates her. Who? Sorry. There's a lot of I forget who I talk about half the time. I mean, yeah, I mean like sorry, I was gonna make some stupid joke about actors and stuff, but I quit. I can't even think of a name. Polymorph onto Thane. Goes actually back into the enemy team with a spin. Jaina's the one to go down with a follow-up Shockwave from Hogger into the Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, who's rotating from bottom lane. Brightwing, Jaina do go down. Sylvanas Haunting Wave away, and Whitemane's able to poke at the enemy. 66 stacks for Sylvanas. Oh, Yrel, okay. Subjugation, so we'll probably see Shared Punishment, level 13, 16, 5 to 6 in kills. It's looking alright. It's looking pretty good for Start Slow Then Taper Off, as I am out of tea to drink. Sylvanas this time is able to back away, gets the Emerald Wind assistance from Brightwing. Scarlet Aegis, there's a nice mind control onto one of the enemies. Hogger spins in. Sylvanas continuing to put pressure onto this Hogger, but the Knoll is able to back off. Haunting Wave not reactivated for the teleport. Danelor is forced back by the tower shots of the fort front gate here as we have Yrel jumping in once again. Beautiful isolation onto this white mane. She goes down. Jane is done with her improved ice block, so she's got that activatable. Yrel still pressuring onto Hanzo on the top left of our screen, who did use natural agility to back away, but Random Task shall get some assistance from Hanzo with that Dragon's Arrow. Xeno goes down. Fane with a beautiful shockwave after that. Yrel looking for a potential flank. Real Big Deal is going to get a phase shift from Brightwing with the Peekaboo and extra shielding. Random Task to Hearth out. Hogger spins in. Mind Control goes out. Fane, not sure how you're going to get out of this one. And I don't think they did either, as that will be Hogger going down. Objective is still up and available. We've already had the Garden Terror go out in favor of Start Slow Then Taper Off, and Zero Day starts out on objective number 4 for the team. Mid fort has fallen. H2O in the bush to maybe delay out, but needs to back off as Arlu is starting to step in. Meanwhile, White Mane also zoned away on the bottom side of this. Real Big Deal for the channel. 93 stacks for that Sylvanas, by the way, for our Twitch gamblers. Not too bad. Not too bad here. Though Arlu is looking to step in, 16 talent to your advantage. Brightwing, does she have phase shift up and available? She does. All right, just about every heroic is off cooldown. Hogger actually just got his back up. We have a Dragon's Arrow from Hanzo, and Ubrak burrows in. Jump Propulsion from Blaze into the flank. Arlu, do they have the ice block? Yes, it will be activated for a moment. Tries to dump a Cone of Cold into the enemy and maybe get some reset cooldown reduction. Just does not work out. Jane is the first one to go down. Soothing Miss activated by Fenrir. Throws back a Arcane Flare. Meanwhile, though, catapults in bottom, they fixate onto structures, and these catapults, they're still early game, but they find a lot of value as Fane gets a crazy good bounce all the way back over here. This should be a seed given away. Death timer for Jane is still 20 seconds. Ardent Defender activated by Yrel as we have this invade onto the camp. Hanzo done with simple geometry. And this invade, Bunker from Blaze cancels out some of the channel time. Yrel still staying onto the point. Ardent Defender's pop was used, actually. It's a 106 right now, and I believe it's a 120 cooldown. So it was used immediately and didn't get a ton of value, or might have, and then just got shredded afterwards. But either way, the first seed to the side of OnePunchMonk returned to Monk. Sylvanas looking to steal away this camp over here in the top lane. Decent wave pushed up already as well. Hogger's showing in mid. A few enemies are showing in bottom, so Sylvanas feels like she can do this safely. Jane is still grabbing a camp in the top, so Nubrak and Brightwing, they don't really have the best defenses here. Emerald Wind will be utilized to push back the enemy. Dragon's Arrow was trying to set something up. Could onto White Mane, but I think this is just creating some space. Nice Jet Propulsion from Blaze. Soothing Miss activated by Fenrir. Brightwing's able to back off. Meanwhile, Sylvanas with Black Arrows active are going to try and push into top lane. Hogger gets a bounce through all of this. Sylvanas with 99 stacks, looking to see if they continue to pressure onto Fane, but not the case. Bottom lane fort will be saved by our right side team, and a singular camp is available. Looks like it's going to be an invade. Water Elemental popped, and Nubrak wants to put his mandibles on the point. Gets an impale onto Blaze, who Jet Propulsion's in. Even in kills and offset in levels, that's 17 to 18, but right now it doesn't seem like this camp will be grabbed by the side of Start Slow Then Taper Off. They will be able to get a kill onto Sonya. Phase shift from Brightwing, bolstering the health of an ally. Now Hanzo trying to back away. Hogger gets a bad bounce. I think Fane is dead here. Granted, the staggering blow and the shockwave gets the snipe, though Real Big Deal goes in and pickles the Hogger. They're going to try and trade Sylvanas, and I can't believe it. Sylvanas, Hanzo trade each other out right there. Nearly simultaneous death. I think it was maybe some damage over time onto Hanzo. His death timer is slightly longer than Sylvanas. I mean, we're talking maybe half a second difference, but it doesn't matter. Level 20 is almost here. 113 stacks for Sylvanas. And we have 10 to 11 in kills in map number 2. This is a really nice map number 2 between these two teams. Okay. So, okay, so how do they want to play this right now? It's going to be bottom lane pushed out. Hanzo about to respawn in 3 seconds. Has Urel died? Yeah, she's died twice. Phase shift down into bottom lane. Sonya's the target, gets turned into a crab. Nice burst from Jaina here, and the Emerald Wind splits people around. Also, the white main inside that cocoon. Nicely done from Xeno. Water Elemental. Cleared away. Newbrag looking for Hanzo. Lands one burrow. Gets the impale. Blizzard is pretty decent. Urel jumps in as well. She's got Ardent Defender. Minus armor from these keep shots onto her. Zero Day gets hit with a triple stun from the Dragon's Arrow. And now Bunker activated by Blaze. Big root from Jaina. Arlu's got tons of damage onto White Mane right now. And also will be able to get another follow-up Cone of Cold. This is looking really good for the side of Start Slow, then Taper Off in the team fight. And they will trade Jaina for White Mane. H2O getting a little thirsty here. And we'll go back to the Hall of Storms for the next 60 seconds. We see some assist pings to try and chase down the enemies. That will be Righteous Hammer bopped into the wall, Polymorph, Impale, Burrow, and Hog goes down. Sonya respawning. Black Arrows from Sylvanas will lock down this keep, but do they want to end? Looks like Urel's backing off to get Garden Terror, but I think you can just go for core here.
Team's core is under siege.
All right, Garden Terror is pushed up for bottom lane. They keep working on these sidewalls just to open up the map for allies to rotate in, as well as just waiting for the Garden Terror to spawn in bottom. They want to push this into core and just take the game. Still 14 seconds on Blaze, 20 on the Hogger, 7 on Urel. As Brightwing gets the Polymorph. Emerald Wind pushes Random Task out of position. Does have that level 20 upgrade. Mind Control is beautiful from Sylvanas. An immediate kill onto Hanzo. Random Task trying to spin through the enemies with that Wrath of Berserker active. Nice Scarlet Aegis from White Mane. Another Emerald Wind from Brightwing, as that actually pushes Sonya into the boss stun, or the objective stun. Garden Terrors have worked their way through this core shielding. It does look like this is going to be map number 2 over to the side of Start Slow Then Taper Off. A nice game played by them. Dominant series held by our right side team. GG, well played. That's a 2-0 here in Division A. Jaina carried that game. Well, but the Sylvanas damage stats are higher than Jaina's by 20,000, and based off of Storm League opinions, Sylvanas is the hard carry. Jaina threw that game, to be honest. I mean, 20,000 difference. Jaina was in that game, to be honest. She was. She did exist. I was the Jaina.